Hello, my beauties. Hopefully, you guys can see me okay. I turned my phone in hopes that it will record better. Anyways, today is technically my 1 month surge anniversary. Well, like 4 weeks. But then, what's today, the 5th? So then Saturday, I guess maybe will technically be my 1 month. I don't know how you do it. Sister Scaleback says she goes by like the day of. So 4 weeks today, but a month on Saturday. So this is good. Today I was in Toronto and I had my 1 month post-op appointment with my nurse, and then we had like a post-op appointment with the dietitian. It's late, I'm tired, sorry. Anyways, it was like a little group meeting, and learned a few new things. Maybe I shouldn't be doing this video when I'm tired, and I don't even know where to look, like, so I'm just gonna stay focused on the camera. But anyways, because if I look here, then it looks like I'm talking to the wall, and so anyways, I'm just gonna look here. Okay, so all she simply talked about today was, not simply, I don't mean it that way, but she just talked about like going into the soft food stage and like how much we should be eating and stuff like that. And like I knew that from reading the book and like pre-op appointments that I had and stuff, but I just can't imagine getting 3/4 of a cup to a full cup worth of food at every meal. It just blows my mind. One thing I do have to admit is I'm really bad for not having snacks. And we have to, right? Like, so essentially, they're wanting us to eat, my clinic is wanting us to eat every 2.5 hours. So, like, you have your breakfast, 2.5 hours later, they want you to have your snack, which your snack should only be like 100 to 150 calories. That's it. Obviously, protein if you can. 2.5 hours later, lunch, so on, right? And she said we are still going to be pretty dependent on our shakes, which I very much am still at this point. I always do choose protein first and blah, blah, blah every meal. But as y'all know, we tend to fill up pretty quickly. So I do fall back on my shakes, which is good because I'm getting my protein in, which is imperative, right? So something that I have learned, sorry, just watching highlights from the Habs game. Oh, I was so mad at them. Like, I wanted to throat punch every single one of them. And then tonight, they finally won. And yes, it was only Buffalo that they beat, but still, you want to know what? My boys are coming back. You better watch out because the Habs are on fire. And we're going to win our 25th cup this year. Well, next year, but this season. Watch. So anyways, where was I? Oh, something I've learned. You can't really talk to too many people pertaining to your diet. And when I say talking to too many people, I mean going into those big groups on Facebook. I cannot believe how effing ignorant people are and just how blatantly rude they are. Do people forget where they came from? Like, do people forget that every clinic is different, every surgeon is different, every dietitian is different or nutritionist? Our countries are different, so there's different, excuse me. So how are people so very quick to criticize and to judge and to make people feel like a piece of shit? So honestly, I've left a couple groups on Facebook, and very ready to leave a few more. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't seen many videos on YouTube lately. I try to watch, and I'm gonna try more. I've just been very I don't want to say overwhelmed in my own journey, because I'm not overwhelmed per se, but okay, I know I'm not alone in this. Definitely not, right? But sometimes when you go through things, you do tend to feel alone. And then it's like, you don't want to reach out to people because they're going through their own thing. And so it's very, it's hard sometimes, right? And I'm just the type of person, I don't like to be a bother to people. I'm not going to lie, I've even thought a few times about just kind of going off of the whole YouTube thing too. Like, keep watching videos, but just like kind of deleting my channel, I guess. Not because of any of you, but like, I just feel like, you know, my shit's kind of minor to everybody else's. But I don't mean to undermine my... I'm just talking circles again. Anyways, there's a few people that have been very helpful to me, mainly on Facebook, but I've met them because of YouTube and stuff, right? So I don't need to name names. You definitely know who you are, and I'm very grateful for you. And I truly don't know what I would do without you. So thank you so much for that. Kind of going through a few personal things. 7 minutes. Kind of going through a few personal things in my life too right now. I won't really get into it. If you're on my Facebook, I'm sure that you've kind of gotten the hint, right? Like, it's to do with my kids. And anyways, all I'll say is it's tough being a single mom sometimes, right? And kind of playing the role of mom and dad. So, but that'll all be fine. So I started back to work at my one job. I don't know if I've told you, I have two jobs. I'm a PSW, which for all my friends in the States, if you don't know what that is, it's a personal support worker. I work in LTC, which is long-term care. I take care of seniors. My other job is I work with my mom. She owns a sewing and alteration shop here in my town, and so I work with her, and I started back there yesterday, so it was nice to get back to work. I go back to my nursing home in 2 weeks, so I'm very excited about that. I've really missed my residents and my fellow coworkers and stuff, though, so it's going to be nice to see them, and then maybe I'll feel like I have some sort of like normalcy in my life again. But besides that, I'm doing good. I'm going to start watching your guys' videos again and just try to get out of like whatever this slump is that I'm in. I don't know. I really don't know what the problem is. But anyhow, I hope y'all are doing really good. And I don't have numbers. I don't. I can tell you that my dietitian and nurse told me today that I'm doing really good and not to worry. And they too said what my surgeon said as far as keeping my scales away. I do know I got from my nurse, from my nurse today, that my BMI went from like, I think it was like, I want to say 51 or 52. I'll have to look and maybe I'll tell you next time. To now it's only like low 40s, which is still obviously like, you know, not healthy. But that's good. So to drop like 10 points or whatever on the BMI, I think that's good. NSVs, I'm definitely noticing my clothes getting bigger. My mom makes fun of me because she's like, oh, you don't know a seamstress that can fix that for you, and I get all like paranoid when I go out in public because it looks like I shat my pants. But it's weird though, I've heard you all say it before that like you don't see it when you look at yourself and stuff. And now I get it, because I used to think like, how can you not see that? How can you not see like everything about you is changing? And I completely understand now because I really don't see it. One of the people in the nutrition class today said to me, he's like, you had your surgery on the 8th. And I was kind of like, yeah, I did, creeper. Anyways, long story short, his wife had the surgery the same day, and he said, I remember seeing you walking all through the halls and you were doing so good. And he goes, I do have to say, he's like, you can really notice your weight loss. So, and that's from a total stranger. But anyways, one day I'll recognize it. And what else? I don't think I have any other NSVs. This is a huge one. Okay, brace yourselves. Hang on tight to your chair or your couch, or if you're standing, I recommend sitting down. These earrings, I wore them in high school. Oh, fuck yeah, bud. I wore these bad boys in high school, and I can fit into them still. That's an NSV. Oh my God. I'm too tired to be on here today. Anyhow, that's all I have. So, I don't know when I'll be back. Leave me some questions where I can answer questions. Like, I don't want to just ask myself questions and then answer them, because they might not be questions that you want to know the answers to. So, comment below. Please, ask me questions, and I will write down all of the questions, and then I will answer them in a video, and I'll post it for your viewing pleasure. Okay? It's simple. Just ask a question. Like, you know, ask me like anything. Just ask me questions. That's all. So anyhow, maybe next time I come back, maybe I'll wear a pair of earrings that I wore in public school. So keep your fingers crossed for me. Anyways. Okay, I'm going to bed. So I hope you enjoyed your hump day. And enjoy the rest of your week. Enjoy your weekend. And of course, as always, stay beautiful.